Hey everybody, Mesmerized here. Today's video is going to delve into the wonderful world of fat ear bunnies, or FEBs. I don't usually really collect these too much. These are the only 4 I've got in the collection. But I did want to help show sort of a tip video here on how to tell the difference between sort of your regular pink fat ear bunny and what collectors refer to as the hot pink bubblegum fat ear bunny. That's usually the term that I hear when people are talking about them. And it's not just sort of the subtle difference in the pinks, which definitely exists, but there's a couple characteristics that are specific to that bubblegum hot pink type bunny. So fat ear bunnies came out around 1968. They come in pinks, they come in yellows, they come in a few different colors in between, but primarily pinks and yellows. They made these things forever, holiday dispenser. They didn't have to pay a license, so Pez just cranked these out for Easter year after year, and it wasn't until, much later, probably around 1990, that they finally switched the bunny design to this long ear bunny over here. All right, so what's the difference here? Hot pink bubblegum versus regular pink. So I've got, it's hard to appreciate on the camera. In person, this blue stemmed one here is extremely much more vibrant and just sort of pops versus this pink one on the red stem here, which is a much more muted, sort of, paler, regular pink. And so it's very hard to tell on cameras, depending on how the cameras, seem to really map the pink or whatever. You're not going to be able to easily tell in pictures online, especially if you just see one of them all by themselves. If you had them at a conference or convention or whatever, side by side, it's pretty easy to tell that this guy's the hot pink bubblegum. He just looks like neon hot pink. But online, it's going to be much harder. So what are the key characteristics when people are talking about this? So the one in red here, this is a made in Yugoslavia. I don't know if you can see that. Made in Yugoslavia. It's going to be IMC5. And primarily they made these out of Yugoslavia and Austria. But the hot pink bunny typically almost always, I think at least when we're talking about this one with a plastic hinge pin, always is made in Austria. All right, so if you look inside these bunnies, Yugoslavia, a lot of times they made translucent inner sleeves. So this one's sort of a clear plastic inner sleeve. You can see that. Versus this Austria bunny is going to be basically almost a matching pink. It's not exactly the same pink as the head, but it's definitely a pink inner sleeve. So if you're comparing that to the other one, you want to see that pink inner sleeve for your bubblegum bunny. So it always comes with the pink inner sleeve. It also always comes with a round kind of matching pink button as well. So head, inner sleeve, button, all very pink. Whereas like your Yugoslavia stuff, especially the non-fitted stuff, is going to probably have more square button. It's going to have a translucent sleeve. So if you want the hot pink one, you're looking for pink, 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 right? Pink head, pink sleeve, pink button. And the ones that I've seen have basically always come, as far as I know, on these made in Austria, no patent stems. So these stems have no patent number at all. They're going to be IMC 8 when you flip it around on the other side. You can see that pink a little bit there. These stems were made in the mid to late 70s. You find them on bicentennials. They're sort of thought to be a transition stem between when the 3.4 patent was being stopped being used and the 3.9 patent started up. So this guy's on a 3.9 patent. See that there, 3.9. But for a brief period of just a couple of years there in between, they didn't put the patents from the Austria factory on there. So all the hot pink bubblegums I've seen, which admittedly isn't that many, have always been on this type of a no patent stem. Now, it's not always blue. I've seen them definitely on yellow. I think I've seen them on red as well. But these no patent stems, they come in a bunch of colors. So it certainly wouldn't be wrong to see them on different colors. maybe you might find one of these on a 3.9. I don't know enough about bunnies to say for sure, but you're definitely looking for, when collectors talk about the Bubblegum Hot Pink, you definitely want the pink inner sleeve and the pink round button matching there as well. So the value difference between these, your regular pink Yugoslavia type pale pink bunny, these tend to run, I guess with shipping and stuff, probably can't find them for $10 anymore on eBay, but yeah, 12, 15 bucks, definitely $20. If it's really good condition, you might have to pay a little bit more, but they're pretty plentiful. Like I said, making these for over 20 years. These hot pink ones, though, they only came for a couple years, and collectors are, they're really big on the bunnies, especially different variations. So these are much more valuable. If you're lucky, you might snag one at like $35, $40. That's a pretty good price for a hot pink bunny. I see them sell, even 60. You might see them sell for 70. Maybe at a convention, if you can really inspect it well and make sure it's all perfect, it might sell for a little bit more. But but that's what you're looking for. If you're a FEB collector, you want the hot pink one. Primarily, you're looking for something probably coming on the no patent stem. It should be all pink throughout, matching. So that's the difference. Regular bunny, hot pink bunny, slightly cheaper, a little bit more expensive. There you go. Get out there and collect some pets.